So I'm not sure how good you guys can hear me today. I bricked up my microphone in my off-road helmet, not my dual sport helmet, so it's probably gonna be a little bit more wind noise on this, but hopefully it comes through a little bit. So joined up with my buddy Jeff and Johnny today. Johnny's leading the pack on his KTM 500. We got Jeff in the back on his CRF450L. Got about a 120-mile loop plan, kind of an in and out, but it's kind of a T section, so we'll ride an 8th Street up to Idaho City and then getting some lunch, cutting back to Placerville, headed back west from there, and then back up to 8th Street area over the Ridge Road. So should be a good day. The weather's perfect, nice and sunny. Had some good moisture this week, so we'll see how it goes, but it should be a blast. I did notice after installing this Get ECU, man, golly, it runs phenomenal. I thought it was good before, but it's like it's running exactly as it should now. You can really tell how clean the fueling is. There's no lean spots, no fast spots. I know fuel injection's already great, but you can definitely tell it start to lean out fairly quickly after you get off the bottom of the throttle. So it's nice to feel like the bike's running clean. Perfect power delivery. I'm already on map 1, which is rocket ship map. Be flipping over to map 2 once we get to the technical sections of this trail today if we hit any. I know there's a couple spots that get pretty rocky and chunky. Probably be pretty rutted out, so we'll kind of see how that goes in there. Little tip for y'all, make sure you don't get SC1 on your pegs or on your shift lever. Freaking dork move on my part. That's been real fun to try and get off this morning as I'm shifting. So thankful for the seat, concept seat already. 100 times better than the stock seat. I don't care what anybody says. Feels like I'm on a completely different bike. And believe it or not, it actually helped a lot with the vibrations too. He wishes he was with us. I would too. So switched over to map 2. We're going to see how this thing does up here. We're also going to see how this suspension does. This map is so trippy. It's like 2 totally different bikes. Power's there, but when you cut it down onto the bottom end of the throttle, man, it's nice and mellow. It doesn't surprise you at all. It feels like a 250 really. 15 PSI on gummies isn't ideal. That traction control's another thing, man. This whole bike is crazy. It's got features I'm not used to. I'm so used to a little Japanese clunker that weighs 300 pounds. This is a straight up performance machine now with a bunch of sick upgrades. That traction control is sick on these rutted out roads where all the tires have been make them all like a washboard road. That's really where you can tell. That's crazy. It's super cool. Where your tire would normally kind of bust up and you can almost hear it too. I'm sure if you listen, you can hear that traction control kick on. It's all electronic and computer response within the Not really, actually, I'm not even sure. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do know that it's a response to the RPM spiking, and so then it'll back off. Pretty dang sweet.
Good?
Yeah. There's a lot of unpredictable two-way traffic up here. That's why you kind of got to ride decently.
That was it.
What's that?
That's the turn right there. I've never done it. Yep, that's the one.
Looking for our trail cutoff that cuts down. Getting used to this traction control and this get setup is really nice. It's different, but I like it a lot. Hunting season's also in full effect, so I know we're pissing a few people off, but fortunately I think most guys here understand, because most guys that hunt also ride. Man, these roads got way rutted up this winter. Oh yeah, this is getting good. I love being able to loft this wheel on this 500, dude. It's effortless. Freaking effortless. Oh yeah, I can see these dudes on these 890s coming down here. That would be rough. Shout out to the guys that are on GSs riding in some of these ruts. I'll pass. Not my style. This flowy stuff is the stuff that I love. Beautiful day. And yeah, third gear is just like whatever mode on this bike right now with this 12 tooth front. Suspension's not bad, dude. It ain't the Sherco, but it ain't bad. WPs aren't horrible, you know, everyone loves them for a reason, but it's hard when you're coming off such plush enduro suspension to to something like this. It's very different. Good? You want me to help get your bike out?
I'm gonna try to get it up on this rock.
Okay. You good? Man, what a beautiful day. This guy, our buddy Johnny, he tore his ACL sometime last year riding, so always make sure to let the guy that wants to set the pace and the tone for the ride up front. Yeah, this is pretty rutted out. Sweet on a dirt bike, it would suck on an adventure bike. I guess I'm just not manly enough, as my buddy CJ would say. He's under the impression that you're feminine if you don't ride a T7 on single track. Shout out to you, CJ, you punk. I love that this bike feels like it weighs nothing. I mean, it doesn't weigh anything, but it's just, I love the engine character and this kind of frame. Dude, it's a blast. Also, if you don't know, dry pine needles are super slick. Learned that the hard way a few times. This is rad, dude. Can't believe I've never come down this way. Also, I do believe it's fact that you're as good as the music you listen to while you're riding. A little saucy right there. Johnny's starting to feel those stiff carcass Motos. I think he's got the Desert HTs on his bike. They are very hard. That's where these gummies really shine, is being able to kind of stick when this stuff starts to slide, having pliability on the sidewall. Not great on pavement, great off-road though. Also, shout out to Wolf Enduro. Man, dude, I am loving this vest. I completely forgot I had stuff in it. I got a full trauma kit in the back kit, or in the back pouch. And then snacks up in the right. You know, I gotta have my high chews and gummy bears, some jerky. And then on the left hand side, I got my battery bag that's ran up to my camera. Dude, I mean, it is genius. It's phenomenal. No wonder everybody loves these things. I'm so ticked that I didn't buy one earlier on. Yeah, super stoked with this thing. It's flipping phenomenal. The way that it distributes weight, I can't even tell that I have it on. I have the Leon, I can't remember if it's like the Airfit or Body T or whatever, but it's essentially that that skin tight armor that kind of covers your whole upper torso, your shoulders, chest, back. And I mean, it feels like I'm just wearing that. I don't feel like I have anything else on besides it, but yeah, that's an incredible view. Gosh, I'm gonna miss this weather here in about 3 weeks. Yeah, don't trip. That second map on this still gets up. It's still a 500. That traction control lets you eat all of it at once. That's so sick. Sounds like a nasty bark of a 500, but man, that's gonna be freaking loud doing 70, 80 on the highway for an hour or more at a time. I have one piece of advice to tell my sons as they get older, but it's to work hard, buy a dirt bike, and go ride it with your friends. Yeah, man, that's beautiful. Hey, we almost have the same license plate.
I know, I've been paying attention.
That's what I said. I'm like, mine looks like it says meow.
Yeah.
I was like, I want a refund. Give me a new one.
That I sold?
Huh?
The buggy I built that I sold?
Uh-huh.
I couldn't believe of all the ones it was like IGB4U. I was like, I'm a gay boy for you?
That's hilarious. Yeah, it looks epic up here. It's beautiful. Well, our plan kind of went to crap. The two restaurants that we wanted to go to are both closed. So now we are going to go try and find somewhere that might be open. That's a fun section.
That was awesome. That was great, yeah.
Heck yeah.
That was rad, dude.
Heck yeah. That's fun. See the freaking bug. And I can't see. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I went sand blind a couple of times.
Epic. bug's still stuck in my throat. Gross, I just tasted it. It is packed up here, dude.